Arsenal signing Vinicius Jr. Is it crazy? Is it crazy? Is it possible? Is it something Arsenal could really do? That is today's main question. Vinicius Junior's Real Madrid future is in doubt. We have known this. There is unrest and it's a complete circus, to be completely honest with you, at Real Madrid right now. We know everything that's going on between Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, who's going to stay, who do they want out, Mourinho's coming in, who is he going to want? There is so much crazy stuff, along with the presidential elections that are kind of amplifying all of the noise coming out of Real Madrid right now. There is so much happening. And in the midst of it, there is a Vinicius Jr. who is probably a bit of a golden boy there, a bit of a golden boy. They do have Mbappe as well, but he has contractual issues. Vinicius Junior contract runs out in 2027. 2027. That is next year. Next summer, Vinicius Junior, if things stay the same, he will be a free agent. Crazy, right? Now, Vinicius Junior, because of this situation, Premier League clubs have reportedly been alerted. I heard like intermediaries are now kind of contacting Real Madrid, trying to find out the situation. Is Vinicius trying to leave Real Madrid? We know the kind of current trend is for players to leave on a free so they can walk into a new club and demand massive wages. We're going to come to money and wages and stuff like that very, very soon in this conversation. But Real Madrid surely cannot let someone like Vinicius Jr. just walk out for free. Meaning that if he probably doesn't sign a contract this summer, they will look to sell him immediately, putting everyone on high alert. Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal are all in the conversation for where could he end up. It's created this fantasy question: could Arsenal ever make the ultimate signing? The ultimate statement signing, which is Vinicius Jr. We've signed an Alexis in the past, and he was, really at the top in his pomp, if you like. We've signed him as an Ozil as well. But this one with Vinny Jr. would be almost like superstardom. This is the kind of player that, has their own boots and all that kind of stuff. The kind of player that kids are emulating their haircut. Like, this would be something special if we did bring in Vinicius. So not really a deal is happening type story today, but more so, should Arsenal be in the conversation now that they're amongst, they're a Premier League champion. They're amongst other elite clubs. Should Arsenal be in this conversation? Now, I'm going to kick off this conversation by almost, I've set the scene around Vinicius Jr. This is someone that almost won the Ballon d'Or a couple years ago. They said that he should have won it. He was kind of tricked out of it, or whatever the case had with the voting. He is someone that will come in and solve Arsenal's problem in the attacking areas, especially from the left-hand side, immediately. Immediately. Yeah, if Vinicius Jr. comes to your club, he is starting on the left wing. That's how it goes. So we have needed someone of his skill, his talent, his ilk. We've needed somebody like that. We've talked about other options that are being banded around name-wise. Listen, I don't doubt Vinny will come with his potential issues that we hear, things like attitude and, work rate and things like that. Is he an Arteta player? On the face of it, no. But when someone like Vinicius Jr. becomes available, you find a place for him in your team. You can't start looking at things like philosophies and this, that, and the other. You'll be a brave man to turn down a Vinicius Jr. because he doesn't fit into your philosophy or your, how you have set up your team. These kind of players command you to make the team around them, So it's one of them ones where I just think if he does become available, if there is a 10% chance that Arsenal can sign him, it's weird to say because I don't actually want him. I would say Vinny is like top 5 left wingers in the world with if you want to class Mbappe as a left winger, I know he plays striker now. That could be something that you could throw in there. Kvaratskhelia is the best left winger in the world, in my opinion. Rafinha as well. You might want to throw him in left, right, depends, but he's up there as well. Vinny wouldn't be at the top of my list, put it that way. However, if he became available, I get it. I get it. And in some cases, you'll have to break the bank to do it, but he brings pace, he brings chaos, he brings phenomenal dribbling ability, Champions League experience as well. He's a top level player, a big game player as well. We locked him up when they came to Emirates last year, I think it was, but he caused problems. He was someone we had to think about. So this could be us bringing in a fantastic world-class player when we are at the top, which is fantastic. It just shows relentlessness. We have to go again. We know a left winger is going to leave this summer. If it's not Martinelli, it's going to be Trossard. We know it's going to happen. So I think to replace any one of those guys with Vinicius Junior, it would show, big improvement in the squad level. Because this guy, like I said, he's arguably one of the best left wingers in the world football right now. So, we have to kick on. Now, like I mentioned, the money is an absolute problem. The money will be an absolute problem. Vinicius Jr. won't be leaving Real Madrid for anything less than 100 million. And that might be even low for me to say that. I think we're really looking in the realms of 120 million, maybe 150 million if he's leaving. The only thing that may work in his favor is, or the bidding club's favor, is the fact he's only got 1 year left on his contract right now. But to be honest, I don't think that's going to have much of an effect. Vinicius Jr. will cost the best part of 120 million plus. Not to talk about wages. Wages could easily cost in the 400,000s plus, maybe 500,000 per week. So it'll be very difficult because Arsenal have a certain wage structure. We're very disciplined with our wage structure. I think Saka right now is at the top of that wage structure, and deservedly so, and he's like the talisman of the club and all of that kind of stuff. So it'll feel somehow if, Vinny just comes in and blows that out the water by a good 100, 200 grand. Arsenal need to be conscious, if they do this deal, what that could do to the dressing room with someone coming in and earning so much money, and then that it creates that disparity between his pay and everyone else's. But the money will be absolutely obscene. And if Vinny gets that money and then it's time to start, recruiting, buying new players, renewing contracts of current players, it breaks the whole wage structure. So that reason alone is why I can see Arsenal cannot, will not, shall not do this particular deal. I just don't see Arsenal putting themselves through that. Maybe it eases the pressure if Vinny stays for another year and he comes for free. He could come for free and then you give him more money, more cash, more wages. I still can't necessarily see it. But it's good to have Arsenal in these conversations. We're a club of this ilk that should be able to demand the firepower, the talent of a world-class player like Vinicius Jr. It's good that Arsenal are being considered in these conversations. This particular one, I don't think the player, what we know of the player's attitude or what we've been told of the player's attitude, along with the financial package it will take to get him out of Real Madrid, I don't think is one that Arsenal would do. But if the David Ornsteins and the Fabrizio Romanos and the board members themselves, if they're all to be believed, this could be a deal straight up Arsenal Street, to really show that we've got the X factor. We're doubling down. We are that good, and we're going to bring these guys in. What is to be believed, though, is the question. Vinicius Jr. to Arsenal would be a transfer that changes everything. Would Arsenal do it, though? What's your thoughts? Do you want Vinicius Jr.? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like today's video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. My name is Mekz. This is the Cannon Club. Come on, you Gunners.